Swami, you have raised this issue with the Prime Minister and with the Education Minister. The entire student community for the last few days looks towards you for their support. And my colleague Ramesh and Swami and Arvind Chaturvedi will discuss also this issue with you because it's a burning subject in India. We would like to have your initial reaction and we can have the discussion.
Well, first of all, lakhs of students will have to appear in the exam. I think it's on Monday or Tuesday, one of these days.
Yeah, it's the first week of September and the middle of September. There are 2 days.
Achha, okay, it's not on Monday. There's still time.
Yeah.
They have come to me just now. They haven't come to me all these days. And they should have come to me before they went to court. Because in court, somebody has made an error. Because what the government said in court is that we have a policy not to extend the examination date. And so the court said, and it's a well-established principle in PILs and other things, that if there is a policy decision of the government, it is called Balco versus the Union of India, that was the case. If it is a government policy, in a PIL, the courts will not interfere. But in 2G spectrum scam, I brought in a new criterion that if the policy is arbitrary, unreasonable, and malified, then the court can interfere. I originally used it in the Ram Setu matter, where it was being said, it's a policy, it's economic policy, blah blah. But then I said, but you can't do it. If there's a shorter way, cheaper way, which I said is put a railway line from Tuticorin to Calcutta, is much cheaper than put it through the sea by digging a canal on the bed of the ocean. So you can always do that. And somehow that has not been moved by their lawyers. And so the court simply said, this is a policy matter, we will not interfere. They didn't say that these students didn't have any justified legitimate arguments. So the court has court works according to rules and they have to. So that it doesn't be chaotic. And so they lost it. I wish they had come before they had gone to court, and because I would have got them a victory in the court itself. But anyway, every person in law thinks that he can do better than other lawyers. There's no disparagement of anybody I'm making. I'm just saying that this point should have been argued and the court would have been sympathetic. Now, they have come to me now. So I first spoke to the minister, and Nishank I found was very understanding, and he said, yes, it is now so much water has flown down the Jamuna. That's my phrase, but something to that effect. And now I don't know if there's the Prime Minister who can decide. So I wrote a letter to the Prime Minister saying that, what is the exam? I'm a professor and I know exams are very sacred, but I know that the mental state of a student is more sacred. And you can't make them under this tension. Will I get it? Now, in Bombay, for example, there are no suburban trains, so they have to go by taxi. Now, taxis are in short supply. That means when lakhs of people or thousands of people in Bombay start hiring taxis, there will be no taxis available. And taxis will also take advantage and ask for exorbitant fares. Now, why all this? And for what? In Ayush exam, there's a ministry called Ayush Ministry. They have postponed it. And the admissions of colleges is also only in end of December, and in some cases in January. So why can't we postpone this after the rainy season? Because in Guwahati, in Assam, in Bihar, in several states, there are flood conditions. How are people going to come? How are the exam centers going to be secure? So, all these taken after Diwali, it should be held. And if they decide to hold it under these conditions, this is a make or break exam for them. So some of them will commit suicide. Already I'm told 20, is that right, Jagdish? 20 people have known to have committed suicide already.
Yes, we have some reports from different parts of the student community.
Right.
About 20 have committed suicide in different.
Supposing tomorrow 500 students commit suicide, what will be our reputation in the world? We are already, when we are doing good work, we are being, criticized abroad.